ねえ、教えてよ。何がそこまで君を動かすの？
うるせえよ天才。今いいとこなんだよ。
Sometimes you just want more. And the reason you're not getting more is because you need to get the hell out of your own way. You see, when you have ADHD, you are naturally extreme due to the higher sensitivity to dopamine, the fact that you crave dopamine more than other people because your brain isn't giving it to you as much, due to the fact that your default mode network, which is like the ideas and like wandering part of your mind, is basically filling your head with all these cool things and thoughts and ideas and wants. This thing is absolutely filling you up with desire constantly. When you have ADHD, you know it sucks. You have to make so much sacrifice just to get a few things that your brain is constantly on overdrive thinking about. I want this, I want this, I want this. And we make this process worse for ourselves. And the way that we make it worse for ourselves is by not giving our brain what it is demanding. Most people do not know how to communicate with their brain. When you have a disability like ADHD, it is especially important that you know how to communicate with your brain. You see, when your brain is talking to you, when your brain is telling you something, it's not going to tell you verbally with words or like thoughts. I mean, it might, but it's more like your subconscious influencing those thoughts, not necessarily it's going to flat out tell you. Any weird behavior you have can be traced back to a desire or an unmet need. And it's important to harness these desires in a healthy way, because if you don't, they will end up manifesting in ugly ways. Not to call yourself ugly, don't do that. But there are certain behavior that are not beneficial to anybody. Like you playing an FPS shooter for like 8 hours straight. This could be an unmet need for real competition in your life. And it is healthy to embrace these desires. You just need the way to make it okay. And how this applies to productivity, how this applies to your work. Your brain sometimes just wants to lock the hell in. Like, you actually love locking in. That's why we love this term so much, lock in. That's why people are like obsessed with it, because there's a certain glory and appeal and desire associated with it. This has surfaced up and bubbled up from the human conscious stream into culture and media, and we glorify it because we want it. But the sad part is that a lot of people never get it. A lot of people never lock in because they don't actually connect with the desire enough. They don't want it badly enough. But I'm going to give you a protocol that helps you actually connect with the desire, slay the resistance, and get moving and actually lock the hell in. And the way this protocol works, you trigger the part of your brain called your ACC, your anterior cingulate cortex. And what this part of your brain does is it's basically the awareness, internal monitoring, and cost evaluation center. That's kind of how you can think about it. And when you are managing and making a decision between two desires that you have internally, let's say one of them is sleeping in. Let's say one of them is hopping on the game. Let's say one of them is watching YouTube shorts, and the other one could be something like working on that project that you really care about, talking to friends and family, doing something that's going to better yourself, like art or meditating or something. What's really going on here is a conflict of desire. You have two desires, and ultimately, whatever you love more is what's going to win. And I'm here to tell you, it's not wrong to have these desires. The desire itself is not inherently wrong, especially when these things are literally designed to hack your brain. But you need to become aware of the costs. And the way you can think about it is that this is cheap desire. This is a kind of desire where it's not bringing you anything. It's not making anybody's life fruitful. It's just not helping you or anybody else. Right? Like, we have those types of desires, those temptations, we call them. And then you have what I would call deep or valuable desires. And this is what you really want. This is like the goal, the dream, the outlook. It's what you really want. And if you live a life that's in line with these deep desires, you are going to be so happy. And it's actually pretty easy to do this because, well, you want it. The only thing you need to do is become more aware of that desire and turn on your ACC. When you turn on the ACC, when you become more aware, when you weigh your options between these different types of desires that you have, and this doesn't just apply to temptations, this can apply between two really good ideas that you have, where it's like you just need to tap into your desire and figure out, okay, which one do I actually want? But you wake up the ACC, and what the ACC does, it's kind of crazy. It's almost like God designed you to live a life where you would be able to do whatever you want, and everybody wins. Because I imagine what you really want is like a life that you love, and you want a life where you can probably give back to the people that you love and to other people in general. Like, you want to provide and bring value to your community and to the people around you. You need to be able to do that as a human being. It's just like an innate desire that we all have. And ironically, sometimes the way you get here is just by focusing on yourself more. But when you wake up your ACC and you're evaluating these costs and you're managing your desire, you need to grow in the skill of intentionally managing your desire if you want to live a life that is compelled by desire instead of discipline, which is the optimized way, because dopamine is the wanting, happiness, and doing chemical. You literally need dopamine in order for discipline to work. People who are extremely disciplined, the way they're able to do it is because they love discipline. But when you engage this ACC, what it does is it wakes up a part of your brain, which is essentially the CEO of your brain, and it's called your dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. You can think of your ACC as an alarm bell that wakes up the CEO. So the protocol is you become aware that you have conflicting desires. Then you focus on that for a second. You become intentional and monitor the internal conflict between those desires and evaluate the cost. What is YouTube Shorts giving you? What is it actually offering you? What is scrolling offering you? Oh, I'm going to take your time. I'm going to screw up your dopamine system. I'm going to reduce your intelligence. And I'm going to make you feel bad later for having done this. And then when you feel bad, I'm going to tell you to like go ahead and do it again. And I'm going to exploit you. And so that's just a bad deal. Like, if you actually just become aware of that and like listen to that when you have any type of temptation, it's like, oh, that's a bad deal. And so that's what your ACC does. It wakes up the CEO. The CEO looks at what you're doing. He says, this is a bad deal. And the CEO part of your brain, this dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, it's the part of you that is made for working. And so what that means is that work becomes easy when it's awake, and especially if it's aligned with your desire. And so you really can just live a life doing whatever you want, getting whatever you want on behalf of you and other people. Like, it doesn't have to be selfish. You wake up the CEO and he literally obliterates resistance. He obliterates whatever excuses or weird feelings you have in your way. It's like the resistance is just stopping you from waking this guy up. As soon as you wake him up, he basically just like cuts it down. And so sometimes what you need to do, like actually what this looks like in life, is you just need to get the hell out of your own way. Where it's like you may have a strong desire to work actually, and this is the anxiety that you're feeling. It's not that you're actually overwhelmed. It's not that you're actually tweaking out. Sometimes it is, and sometimes what you really want is a break. You want to rest, and that's okay. But if you're resting and you're still anxious and you're still tweaking out and you feel guilty, it's because this isn't what you really want. And you need to evaluate the cost and become aware of that so that the CEO will wake up and say, all right, bud, let's go. And we have all these different reasons as to why we can't just like be extreme, be intense. Oh, that's other people are going to think I'm weird. Oh, I can't just work until 2 a.m. I can't like all these different reasons, all these different things that come up, which are absolutely just nonsense. Just instilled in you by people who don't care about you. Like, really, that's what it is. They're not thinking about this as deeply as you are. That's why you're watching this video. You're just not like that. You want freedom. You want the freedom to live with your desire and do as you please and have it be beneficial for you and everybody else. And that's okay. In fact, the way that it works in your brain, I just showed you the protocol. It's almost like it's literally designed to be that way. Oh. But what this looks like sometimes is like telling people, no, I'm not going to hang out right now. Or telling yourself, no, I actually really don't want to do that thing that I was thinking about doing. Or actually, no, let me cancel those plans, because what I really want to do right now is like lock the hell in and work on my goals and focus on my goals. And if you don't do this, like if you have like a bunch of frustrating stuff shattering your focus and interrupting your day and messing you up when you're trying to get stuff done or when you had an intention to get things done, your brain is going to be anxious. It's going to hate that. It's like, dude, let me do what I really want to do, which is work towards my deep desires. I want to manifest my deepest desires. Like, that's what I want. And that requires deep work. That requires deep, focused work where nobody's getting in my way and I know what I'm doing. And the knowing what you're doing part is important. And this is why you need what I call your blessed machine. And it looks like we're out of time for this video, so I'll talk about that in another video. To make it really quick, you can kind of think of the blessed machine as a thing that helps you manage your life. It's a thing that's kind of telling you like what's a good idea to do. It's reminding you of things. It's like the overall productivity system that is covering for your weaknesses and boosting your strengths and is there to help you constantly improve. And it is a system, so it's not something that you have to manage anymore. But you can plug this into that system where it's like, what do I want to do? Make the system accommodate for that. Sometimes, man, your brain just wants permission to lock the hell in. And you need to get the hell out of your way and let it do its thing. It's okay to call stuff off for work sometimes. It's okay to tell people no. It's okay to be intense and to fully give in to the flow. It's okay. If you thought this video was helpful, go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, do all the things that juice up the algorithm so that this gets pushed to more people and so that you can get more content like this. And I'll be releasing some stuff on how to build your blessed machine soon. Thank you for watching to the end. That's actually the most important thing for the algorithm. So thank you very much. Peace.